Boy, this is, I mean, what time in history have we been through anything like this? Is it polio? Do you recall where there is going to be a major movement, not like the flu vaccine. There's going to be a major movement to get as many citizens as possible to take this vaccination. It'll be a mass event. It's going to take time. But do you recall in history a time when the society went through this?
So I think there are two times. The first is the one that you mentioned with polio.
Mm-hmm.
The second was smallpox. So,
Okay.
Smallpox is the only disease that has been completely eradicated from the face of the earth. The smallpox virus still exists. It still exists in some labs in different countries, but smallpox as a disease does not exist anymore, and that is through the phenomenal efforts of multinational groups that really went around vaccinating the entire planet, really.
Yeah.
And again, it went to identifying cases, and this mostly was in the third world countries, identifying cases, isolating them, contact tracing, making sure that people got the vaccine, and that occurred because they were able to vaccinate enough that they actually developed herd immunity around the world. Now, the reality is that nowadays, because we no longer vaccinate for smallpox because it doesn't exist, if smallpox actually did break out, it would be a huge issue for us.
I began going to school in kindergarten in 1968, I believe, the fall of 1968. And before you go to school, you got to have your shots. I recall there was a sugar cube. Do you remember what that was? And then there's that shot that gives people my age the scar on my shoulder.
Yeah. So the sugar cube was polio.
Polio.
And the shot with that gave you the little scar, that was smallpox.
Okay.